What is going on? Back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to earn these neon cards. So if you guys don't know what the new neon team affinity is, it just came into the game. 30 new neon cards are available for every single team, and they're honestly pretty easy to get, and a lot of them are very good. So let's hop into team affinity real quick. I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm going to show you guys how to get this program done. So as you guys can see, in every single new team, there's basically a neon set. So we have Color Storm, Neon, and then the My Journey. So those are the three we have for MLB The Show 25. I also don't think we're going to get any more this year. I think this is just going to be it. So the new Neon set is very similar to Color Storm. It's 50,000 TA points to be able to get this one done. And it's not hard. So it's a lot like the Color Storm. So 10,000 for the first moment. So very easy to do the moment. A lot of these are really not that hard. So you knock down that moment. Then we have some stat missions do as well. So we have hits, Ks, total bases, innings pitched, and RBIs. And then for our PXP missions, we have the hitters and pitchers, and we have bosses, which is very interesting. So there's actually a really good strategy that I was using that I actually figured out, and I'll explain that to you guys in just a little bit. But this is a little bit better than the Color Storm. There's a little bit more missions to do, and they're a little easier to get done, I feel like. So how I was able to get the Yankees done, I'll explain the strat real quick. If you go to the bosses tab real quick, we can actually see it says Jolt Babe Ruth, Color Storm Lewis Gill, and then All-Star Max Fried. So we have two pitchers we could use for this bosses one. So that will get us 25,000 TA points if we do that. And then we'll also be able to complete the pitchers one at the same time. So that will give us 35,000 TA points. And if you already did the moment, you're at 45,000 TA points. And then all you really need to do is hit the strikeout total or hit the innings total to be able to get this one done. So if you have a pitcher as a boss, it's actually very easy to get this one done with the pitching. And then you can use another team for all the other hitting stats. So that's kind of how you want to get this done. You can basically do two at a time, and that's basically what I was doing yesterday on stream. So that's what I would recommend. So the Yankees are a good team to do that with. They're one of the teams that have two players that you can actually do that with. Another team you can do this with is the Giants as well. You can also do it with the Giants. So they're another team that has a pitcher for your Color Storm or their All-Star. And then I'll show you guys my hitting one real quick. The Rockies is the one I got the hitting with. So 10,000 TA points for that moment. We go over to stat missions. I was able to get hits done, I got total bases done, and I got the RBIs done. And then I was able to get the hitters one done to be able to get this one done. And if you're also doing hitters, you can also get this bosses one done too. I mean, if you have any hitters, obviously throw them in there. So I use Heldon, Tovar, and Goodman in my lineups to be able to just breeze through this. Because even if you get the hitters and bosses done, that's 40,000 TA points you're getting done. So you don't even have to do the stat missions if you don't even want to. You just got to get the PXP points. A lot of ways to get these done. That's what I recommend. Do a team that has a pitcher, and then do a team that just has hitters. That's what I would do. So the Rockies were one that just has hitters, for example. Another good example is the Diamondbacks. I'm pretty sure they are another team that just has hitters, as we see with Gurriel, Suarez, and Martinez. So that's what I would do. Identify which teams are going to be your hitter-only teams and which teams are going to be your pitcher-only teams. You'll be able to breeze through these a lot easier. So after you get all these cards, you obviously get your Neon card. What can you actually do in the My Journey? That is the big question. You can obviously see the little new tab here. If we scroll over, if we get 500 parallel XP with Derek Jeter, we get 50,000 TA points in our My Journey programs. So obviously, it's very easy to get this done. If you do the Color Storm and get the 150,000, and you do the Neon and get the 50K, you can get 200K, basically 2/3 of what you need to get the finest voucher. And these vouchers are getting in November, so we have 2 months to be able to get these done. So that's definitely something you want to think about when you're completing these. And obviously, when you're completing these, you're going to get all these different stats done, right? That's the other thing. And you have more PXP missions to do, which are going to give you even more team affinity points. I mean, even if you just do all the PXP missions, you can get 275,000 TA points, which is insane to think about without even doing any of the other missions, which is crazy. So it's definitely be a lot easier to get these done. If you want to look at any of these like a glance, for example, so I got the Yankees up to 31 and I already have that voucher. If I scroll over to the National League and I look at the Cubs, I'm at 26% in this program and I have that finest voucher. And I'm pretty sure it's 25% and up, you have the voucher. So if you just want to look at a lot of your programs at a glance, for example, to kind of see if you have that finest voucher, it's at 25%. And if you guys don't know, the All-Star voucher was at 20%, the finest voucher is at 25%. And then you're basically done with these team affinities. I mean, if you want to go ahead and be able to get this #1 fan, you totally can with these optional clubhouse leader missions if you just love using that team, but you obviously are not required to. So 25%, you're basically done. You got that finest voucher in November, so that's definitely something exciting to work for in the future. But a lot of these Neon cards are very solid, to say the least, and they have a new collection for them as well. If you go to Legends and Flashbacks, we have the Neon collection over here, as you can see. So there's 30 Neon cards to be able to get with all these teams, and there's 2 extras with 99 Al Leiter and 99 Lou Gehrig, and then 99 Brian Reynolds is going to be the collection reward. So at 15 cards, you're going to get this 99 Al Leiter, who looks very solid. His mix is very good too. Sinker, cutter, curve, slider, changeup. Very solid stats across the board. If you were struggling versus the previous outlier that was in the game, now this one's out, it's probably going to be a lot harder to hit him, I'm going to be honest. He does have stopper, night player, homebody, and pickoff artist. So a very solid card. That is at 15 cards. Now if you get to 23 cards, you're going to get 99 Lou Gehrig, who's very solid. Bats lefty, first baseman card. Very solid player. I mean, basically 125 everything on hitting except for power and vision. So very solid player. 85 fielding on this card, 63 speed, 51 steal. And that 32 cards is the collection reward. 99 Brian Reynolds is in the game. Obviously plays the whole outfield at this point. Almost max contact, very good power, decent vision, very good clutch, 91 fielding, 86 speed. He's going to be a very solid card in your outfield as well. I think a couple of my favorite cards to look at was Willie Mays for the Giants. I think he's one of the best cards in this whole Neon Affinity. He doesn't have the maxed out stats, but he's basically almost there. You can get that up with parallels as well. But the fielding and speed is just unbelievable. 95 fielding, 92 speed, 90 steals, insane. Yeah, he can only play center field, so you could move like a guy like Beltran to right field or something like that, or left fielder, move him to left field or right field. Like, I feel like that could definitely work. Or if you don't have this card, then you could just use Willie Mays. I think he's a very solid player. I want to say another good hitting card was actually Rafael Palmeiro. I thought he's very solid versus that right side. 121, 123 versus the right side with 108 vision, 125 clutch. It's just insane. I mean, that's one of the best cards you can possibly get in the game right now with all those three stats. So very solid hitting card. I just wanted to mention him as well. Now, if you want to look at like another speed guy and a contact guy, I think Chandler Simpson is a great bench player to have on your guys' team. Plays the whole outfield, max contact, max vision, max clutch, 99 speed, 99 steal, 80 fielding. I feel like he's a great defensive replacement or someone you could put on your bench to put in the game later. For any of your outfielders, if it's like the 9th inning, 8th inning, you got a guy in second, you want to put someone in, guy in first, you need him to steal a bag. I think this card could be really useful for those situations. But there's a lot more hitters than pitchers in this one. There weren't a whole lot of pitchers, only a handful of guys. And I think the best pitcher is going to be this Jordan Zimmerman by attributes. Basically 100 on all the attributes. And his pitch mix isn't that bad. Sinker, slider, fastball, change, and circle change is really not that bad of a mix. I kind of like it. For his quirks, he does have pickoff artist, night player, road warrior, and break outlier. So definitely some solid quirks. Obviously play the game at night, and then if you're on the way, you get a little bit of a buff. So I think he could be a very solid card. So he's definitely another good pitcher in here, obviously besides that outlier that's in there. So that's how you earn the new Neon cards. That's how you get them. Those are some of the best Neon cards in the game right now. And obviously you can use those Neon cards to get more progress in your My Journey Team Affinity. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to be able to get these Neon cards and how to get this done. If you guys did enjoy this one, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.